Now, if like most of us, you've overdone it during the festive period and are looking to get your exercise routine back on track, then Colin Baker may have just the solution with a range of fitness gadgets and apps to inspire all fitness levels. Welcome back to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Happy New Year to you as well. You too, buddy. You're looking very fit now.
Well, do you know what?
You're
It's
looking
funny,
very trim.
just the scale has just told me that I'm overweight by 5 kilos. So I'm not very happy about it.
Did you just literally get the news now?
Yeah, because I was trying to set it up beforehand, and then I realised the batteries were low, so I replaced the batteries. And now I realise I'm 5 kilos over. I should have just left it.
You should have left it. Certainly till after the programme. So 5
It's funny what Claire said about not getting on a scales. I wish I didn't get on a scales.
It's a terrible idea. So you enjoyed your Christmas then, I think?
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, but I think people do try to, and of course regardless of the Christmas, there's more food, there's more kind of sitting back and watching good stuff on telly, and that leads to the extra 5 kilos.
It's an amnesty as far as I'm concerned for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Get back on track whenever you want.
Knew that.
Now, as usual, I love the look of all these gadgets.
We've always got a plethora.
I love what you bring me.
You know, it's such a tough task. My job is to pick great gadgets and test them out and show them to you.
Somebody's got to do it. Now, what's first?
Well, of course, it's New Year, new me, new you, and maybe we want to televise that. Maybe we want to record it, because some exercise is a lot of fun and it's outdoors, and you might be into flying or boarding or scooting or cycling or running, whatever it might be, but you might want to I suppose relish it and record it, as a lot of people with GoPro cameras do. I was just showing the cameraman Pete before this, and he was literally, I don't know if I can say wetting himself on breakfast.
He just did.
He was very, very excited.
Very,
very excited about this. This is now GoPros, as you know, are the sort of professional grade, tiny, portable action cameras. For the masses, for everybody. These ones are this is the latest one, the 360 Max. Now, it looks very similar to what you've seen before, but there's one key difference. You'll see there's a lens on the front and a lens on the back. And I'm going to show you what that means. It is recording right now all around us. Now, I don't just mean there and there.
360?
I mean 360. So I'm going to show you what that means. So right on the camera here, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can,
If we spin around there, it can see at all times, all sides around it. Not just all sides, but up above. And wait till you see this. I think this is freaky. Down below it.
Oh, that is. Literally eyes in the back of its head. It's
a full spherical view in 5.2K, so in incredibly high resolution. When, recording stations like here use these cameras, they've actually got to downscale the resolution so that it fits with regular broadcast. So the quality is stupendous, but has been for years with this brand. But the advantage of this all-around view is, say if you are skiing or snowboarding and you're holding this out on a stick, and you go back to edit it later on, and you realise that you didn't quite get the angle you want, you can adapt that angle. You can, in post, after the effect, you can move the view of the camera at any point in time.
That's incredible. Tell me this, how much does it cost?
They're $499, and they're, I think, in Harvey Norman. But awesome device, incredible technology.
Tell me this, a complaint that people often hear about GoPros, if there is a complaint to make about GoPros, is that the battery life can sometimes be a little bit rubbish. Is the battery life a little
Isn't it the same complaint you get in headphones, in smartphones? You're only getting a day, you're not getting more than that. Battery technology is evolving all the time. This year's GoPro is better than last year's. This year's iPhone 11 is better than last year's.
So incrementally a little better, but still a
fantastic. They're always getting better. I've not charged it since I've got it. I've been playing with it since Christmas Day. So it's actually, I found it quite decent. But then again, it depends on your activity. And if you're expecting to get all day recording out of it, you are going to have a portable power bank.
Roger that. What's next for me, my friend?
Okay, so wearables are obviously huge. The Fitbit style of device.
My mum was looking for one of these this Christmas.
I think most people either have them or seek them out, particularly if they're keen on being conscious or mindful of their activity. Now, this is the latest one from a company called Aquarius. What you're looking for is, one, accurate activity tracking, so your steps, your movement. Two is accurate heart rate, so it's got a sensor underneath for measuring your heart rate. Three, ideally, and in this case it has it, is blood pressure, so it's monitoring and tracking blood pressure as well.
Can they be very accurate?
Not medically accurate, and I think that's really important to say. Even the steps, which is quite a simple task, but it doesn't always know the difference between steps and just raising your hand to drink a pint. So there is a level of inaccuracy there. You're not expecting this empirical, scientific perfection.
So it's more of an estimate.
But it is an estimate. They are quite accurate. You will find that if you did 10,000 steps in a tells you did today and you did 12,000 tomorrow or 8,000 tomorrow, that there is a genuine shortfall in your activity. And that's what we're trying to get to, a mindfulness and a consciousness of what we've achieved. And, I better go out and do a quick 10-minute walk or a run or whatever.
I do love the idea of it being able to display all those things for you. How much?
That one is €59. It's quite inexpensive.
That's a bargain.
But I always look at there's the industry standard and the ubiquitous names out there. You don't have to go with those.
Of course not.
There are other brands out there like these that are less expensive and use the same componentry. So are well worth going for.
Brilliant.
That's the Aquarius, €59. That's on our website back from
Fantastic. Now, what is this?
Now, the scales. I mentioned the nasty scales. Yeah. So we're giving it a shot. You have to take your shoes off, apparently.
You're going to see the bad news. You're going to see the bad news twice.
Again, this is the kind of commitment
as well.
that I'm prepared. So we'll just stand on here. So you bring up the app. The app is...
So there's an app to
it, and it uses Bluetooth.
And what
as soon as you
company
stand on...
Where's this from?
This is actually the same crowd, Aquarius. Like this is €49, whereas the other scales I was looking at were like 89, 99, 110. So I went for something less expensive, still made of toughened glass, still nice and solid construction, works away through the app. And not only does it give me the weight and mass, it gives me BMI as well. I've already input my height, and I've male, date of birth, and all that kind of thing.
Stuff,
so it gives me body water analysis, bone mass analysis, BMR. Let me see if I can scale it up there. Apparently my metabolic age is 44. It's at least 20 years off. Visceral fat index, subcutaneous fat, standard weight 70. Apparently I think I'm like 10 kilos over, it reckons.
Over its recommendation, is that right?
Weight without fat.
You're looking very well for fellows,
it says if I wasn't fat, I'd be 62.6 kilos, apparently. And body type is overweight. So there you go. Not fantastic news, but it is after Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. But it's going to get better. I'm going to come back in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to get this right.
I look forward to it.
Or it's gone. The batteries are gone.
That is a great bit of kit, but maybe too much information for some people this time of year.
Possibly,
so let's move on, because I love the look of some of these other ones. I'm excited about this fella. What is this?
The light is on your jacket. Believe it or not, that's a heated jacket. Now, I don't particularly like getting out there for a run in the morning, particularly these days. It's pretty damn cold. But being able to put this thing on just makes it that little bit more palpable. Feel the back of it there.
Go on,
It's actually heated. It's got a heated panel.
That's lovely.
It's exactly like...
you doze off with that
the seat heater in the car?
Yeah, I love that.
It's really, really great in the morning. It's exactly the same on this. The front bits are slightly heated, but the main heating element is down the back. Now, it doesn't come with, actually, you have to get one of these separate. But it uses, the portable power packs that you buy to recharge your phone on the go.
Okay.
You don't have one of those or buy one of those. You've got to have that in at all times. That's the power. So the whole idea is that if you remove that and remove the attached cable, you can actually wash this.
Oh, that's
so it is washable with the heating elements inside.
How much?
€89.
Again,
so
not too bad.
Not too expensive.
Right then.
Now,
you've one more for me.
The other thing that gets me when you kind of go out in the morning, particularly during the winter months, it's very, very dark. And it always bugs me when people go out and they don't have any reflectors or lighting or anything like that.
Sure.
Cycling,
like a
running,
shadow,
walking,
a phantom in the
exactly,
dark.
just a ghost.
Yeah.
So this is an LED beanie, and as you can see, there's a built-in LED light on the front of it. And it's as simple as that. There's not much more to show about it.
This is clever.
Apart from the fact that the actual light comes out and it's got a USB port built into it.
Very
so you
clever.
can plug that into any charger or any computer and it charges up, so you don't need to replace the batteries.
And that's not going to be a fortune either, is this?
That's like €29.
Oh, look.
Inexpensive.
It's a great idea. I love that.
The last thing, obviously, when you are going out, regardless of what Natalie says about exercise or where you're exercising, or what class or whatever, I do find you need a little bit of music to get you going. So headphones that are wireless, that don't have cords, that are decent, and that don't fall out of your ears are very important. These are the Groove sound buds.
They certainly look the part.
They look the part. They're very like what we've gotten used to in the AirPods, where they recharge in their base, so that base actually charges them up.
I see.
And you can also charge other devices off that as well.
Nifty looking case as well.
And as you can see, they're both, so there's no wire between them.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about them is, and I often find it difficult to get headphones or earphones that fit and fit comfortably, but also so that they don't fall out when you run or jump or whatever.
That is important.
And those ones actually, what they do is they go in and they kind of leverage into your ear and they don't come out. So they're sound quality is good. It's about as good as my AirPods.
Okay.
But they're a lot cheaper as well.
Go on.
So they're €99. And again, these are from a company called Groove. So you don't, I think the message that I often try to convey is that you don't have to, if you're looking at something like Fitbit or whatever, you don't do your research. There are often brands that you mightn't have heard as, aren't as prolific, aren't as well marketed, but they might get good reviews. They might be just as good as the...
We have to leave it there. As always, I'm sorry to say that. But how much very briefly?
They're €99.
99 quid. And don't you be listening to what that scales tells you.
Don't worry, 2 weeks.
You're
Give me 2 weeks.
great.
Give me 2 weeks with my hat and my headphones and my GoPro and I'll be fine.